Hey everybody, welcome to the hardest stream I've ever put on in my entire life. You guys have no idea of the difficulty I've had trying to get this thing running, between just getting the necessary randomizer files going and then Project 64 deciding to fight me at every single turn possible. It was quite amazing actually, but I think we finally got it going. I think I've chosen an adequate thumbnail as well to catch people's attention and remind them of how it was to get this stream going. So this is LiquidCat's randomizer. There's no one really joining us at the moment, so it doesn't really matter what I'm saying, but if you're watching the video on demand of this, you'll know what's going on. I'm going to pick Carrie because I don't want to torture myself any more than I've already had to today.
Transylvania in the mid-19th.
And already the music has been remixed, so we may see some wacky remixes and things in here, which will be really fun. This kind of works, I guess.
But the old legends live, and soon the land will again be plunged into darkness. The people have returned.
Right off the bat, getting into a boss fight here. Kind of an unlucky seed to start out, especially if you're playing Reinhardt. Fortunately, Carrie can just wallop these guys. Unfortunately, we're having to play in the Castlevania 64 engine, which I am less familiar with, but hey. The layouts of the games are roughly the same. In fact, you've got less to work with Vanilla 64, so that's good. I don't want to have to go traipsing through Art Tower for items. In fact, LiquidCat, if you're watching, I would recommend when you get around to doing this thing for Legacy of Darkness, there's an option to exclude having to use Art Tower because it's just a miserable stage. These guys wouldn't be difficult at all if it weren't for them just ganging up on you. Where'd he go? What? Can that thing turn invisible if you don't kill it fast enough? I've never seen that. I've been playing this game for 20 years. I've never seen that happen. It's typical, not speedrun, but randomizer activity. I've never seen that before. We need to check all these little nooks and crannies here because we don't know what could possibly be hidden and I don't want to miss anything. See, we got 2 keys right off the bat. Guarding the mansion from evil? Like, why would it guard the mansion from evil? The mansion is evil. Our special 2. And I believe we have to collect a certain amount of special crystals to unlock Dracula, as well as unlock stages. So this is some really good drops right here. We're getting a lot of stuff early on. There's so many little hidden items. I think this is going to be a really fun rando. Especially once the multi-world support starts working. So do I go into the villa or do I go back to Castle Wall? I almost think I go back to Castle Wall because there is less spots to look for stuff. We could probably clear it out easier. Oh, I can't go back. Okay. Interesting. Give me all the specials. The stage just doesn't feel right without Silent Madness. That music actually kind of works right there. Forgot how much better the carpet looks in the CV64 version of this level. For whatever reason, they just made the floor all the same color in Legacy. Just a piece of roast beef just sitting on top of the couch in here. See, we're way off. Okay. Shoutouts to LiquidCat for making this cutscene occur any time of day so you don't have to sit and wait. So nice. Gonna skip it because we've seen it ad nauseum. I assume Liquid has probably fixed this cutscene as well. A vase of beautiful painting. A comfortable bed. Skip this. Red jewels. Great. So it's interesting that a lot of the items seem to stick out from places they're not supposed to be. Like if you got a red jewel inside a piece of furniture, it's going to pop out and shine. I wonder if that's intentional or if that's just kind of a quirk of things being randomized. Oh no, it's magical nitro. Will I blow up? No, I won't blow up. Well, that's no fun. Yes. Somewhat forgiving seed thus far, but it may pick up steam here later. What's up, Rasmus? Long time no see. Good to know you're still around. Yeah, you'll be sad to know that even the vanilla version of this game does not contain the stopwatch. Unless the one from Symphony somehow ended up over here. But I seriously doubt it. Speaking of the Discord, I probably should announce that. Just kind of spur of the moment thing. Someone had asked to see a stream of this in the Castlevania Discord, so what can I say? I give the people what they want. Yeah, SMT, imagine telling people things. It's kind of one of those things like if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't need to know. That's essentially my channel. It's a need to know basis only. I wonder where the special jewel is hidden in this room. There it is. A healing kit. A chair. Oh yeah, it seems like you can actually break that chandelier. The one that's colored differently than all the others. Yeah. Nothing but a red jewel, but good to know that we can. I don't think Renan sells randomized items in this build yet, but we're going to check and see. No, I think that's only a recently discussed feature. I wonder what's in there. Don't think we have the garden key. There's no sign here. What sign? Okay, so this means we need to use the menu. So it's start Z. Yeah. Just like that, we're in the underground waterway. And the more special jewels we get, the more stages we unlock. And I think we have to get 25 total jewels to go to Dracula. So we're doing good. We've got 5 or 6 or so. I assume they tally together. We've got an archives key, we got an execution key, we got a science key. I guess we need to use healing here. Oh, and this is a randomized part of the stage. That's not the beginning of this stage. Yeah, we're live, baby. Just kind of a spur of the... I really wanted to start this stream at like 9 o'clock Central. But Project 64 is just like, no. No, you're not going to do that. I don't know why I keep trying to make DualShock work on Project 64. It never wants to work right. I just grabbed my daughter's Nintendo Switch controller and used it, and it worked fine the first time. So I'll probably be using that from now on. that moon card. This could be really nasty if I get poisoned here, because I don't know that I have very many cure ampules. So I definitely don't want to take a poison here. Especially because there was nothing back there. Oh, you would spawn down there. No, Carrie, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. No, no, no! Oh, I hate Castlevania 64 physics. Give me legacy. Anyway, back to orb level 0. At least now we know there's nothing back there, so I won't waste time going back there again. So is the place where you spawn into levels using the warp menu randomized as well? Is that why I started here? Instead of at the beginning of the level? It's the middle of the level for every option except the starting one. It's gonna make this kind of tricky because of the waterfalls. I've never seen that attack before, ever. As he proceeds to teabag my dead body. Okay, I got you. Let's get out of this level. What else have we unlocked? Tower of Science. Okay. I think we did pick up a science key earlier, maybe? Yes, we have science key 1. Don't know that there are any items in this part of the level anyway, so... What's up, Atlas? All candles that have sub-weapons are checks. That don't have sub-weapons. Oh, that's an invisible bridge. Okay. I'm at a different part of this level than I thought as well. I thought that was the tower at the beginning, but this is different. Oh, the lag. Uh-oh. Chamber key. I assume that's the torture chamber in Castle Center. I remember the first time I got to this room as a kid, being very low on health and like so stressed and just running through all of it. And I'd actually picked up the optional Tower of Science key. And so I just kind of spent the whole game with it, wondering what could have been. It's one of those situations where I beat the game and wondered, like, what if I go back? Will there be like a secret hidden area or another path that I would get to go on? Spoiler, there's not. Hey, castle wall. A lot of good easy checks here. Let's see, I gotta remember. Yeah, there's that one right there. This game's kind of like Ocarina of Time in that I've done it so many times. I just have a way I like to play through it. And like there's a lot of these extra candles I don't go to unless I'm doing a video or something trying to make a point. But this will be a good randomizer will be a great way to bring interest back to some of those other areas that don't get visited as much. Just gotta get used to the CV64 camera. So used to spoiling myself with Legacy. Thank goodness for Carrie for being a 15-year-old with the strength of an Olympic pole vaulter. Can just make that jump like it's nothing. Oh no, get up, get up, get up! That was incredibly stupid. Yeah, top 15 reasons why Carrie Fernandez is stronger than Metroid. She starts with the power grip. The problem is she has this annoying tendency to slide across the ground when she falls down, oftentimes to her death. Like, dang, just pole vaults across that gap. And then is like 10 feet in the air. Just catches the platform like it's nothing. 15-year-old Carrie Fernandez, everybody. Come on, Carrie. Aim at the one right in front of you. See, I don't want to risk picking up that knife, so. 12? She's 12 years old? That makes it even more impressive. Like, I think when I was 12 years old, I could probably go across, like, 5, no, not even 5, like 2 monkey bars before my arms just turned to linguine. Carrie Fernandez out here, like, dropping from 6-foot platforms at the speed of sound and just catching it with her outer arms rocketing out of the socket like it's nothing. No, I don't want that. Give me the red jewels. Oh, a moon card. We may need that shortly. It's a knife. We don't need the knife. Up, special gem. Is there any difference between special 1 and special 2, or is it just like total number of special jewels? Oh, I see. Okay. 1s are for warp menu, 2s are door to Dracula. Okay, so that gives you a little extra added challenge, I guess. I just left it as the default, so I think it was like 25 or so. I left most things at default, except like the lighting, and there was some other setting I changed. I don't remember what it was, but... Alright, no left tower key yet. No, I don't want Villa. So we got Tower of Science, Underground Waterway, Villa. What can we do here? Archives. Can't really do anything here. Let's go back to Tower of Science and find that, check that invisible walkway candle. Yeah, I already did. I already did the archives. It was like a knife. I don't know that I've ever got that before in the real game. Till you mentioned there was an invisible platform there, I wasn't sure about that. Okay, that's locked. Yes, I do believe extra keys is on. What was that? What was that? I didn't say do that. This is an outrage. I'm going back to the underground waterway. Whomst is Jupiter Climb? Is that a Discord or a person? Yeah, that's a good point. If you're racing this, you wouldn't want two people just running around trying to find like Tower of Science Key 3 or something. I'll have to check that out. I didn't know that. I need to follow some more Castlevania speedrunners. The only one that pops up in my feed a lot is like Dragon Blitz, I think, who does Symphony of the Night speedruns. I've watched a lot of stuff from him. Hey! It's a special one. And now we can jump over here and hit the switch. Okay, let's go over there and grab that. This music kind of works here. Oh, it's the unused music. So I pretty much have decided the only reason this mini-boss encounter exists is because they thought players would be too dumb to come around here and find this switch, because the third lizard will always stand on the switch and he never moves. He will just stand here waiting on you to come to him. And so I guess they thought if they put an enemy there and made the enemy like stand guard over it, that people would realize, hey, that's probably something I should mess with. What's up, Red Spade? Trey 7. I thought it said Red Spade Tire at first. Clock Tower Key 3. I don't even know her. Nor do I have access to the clock tower. But it's good we got the key at least. All the way for Roast Beast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure since this is the entrance, there's nothing over here. Oh, the cutscene's backwards because, oh, I like how it walked her back into position for her to come over here and say, this water smells deadly. No, I'm too much of an old fogey. I didn't turn the randomized lighting on. I like randomized music, but the randomized lighting messed with my head, so I just turned it off. Although I understand it's one of the defining features of the randomizer. That's exactly what I would like, is to be in like the 3rd hour of a 4-hour stream or something, and then hit the last level and it be pitch black. What map in the game has pitch black lighting? Bye. That would have been really bad if I had made fun of that lizard for falling and then it killed me too. But I saved it, so it doesn't count. Now he's the dummy. We need to get up there. Oh, so you just added a color combination. It's not like a room in the game and you just shuffled all the lightings. Came here to save because we're going to attempt this nasty part here. This part's kind of tricky in CV64. It's a lot easier in Legacy. Just because the camera like has no idea what to do. There we go. So it's interesting to know that there can be randomized settings that aren't settings in the game. Here's an idea for a new setting. No sidling required. And another setting, once we have enemy spawns down, there should be a setting that can randomly spawn the gardener in different levels. So you can be like chilling in Castle Wall trying to find all the jewels, and then all of a sudden you hear a chainsaw coming somewhere and you don't know where. It's not a huge problem, it's just one of those things that's kind of lame. Like there's that obvious padding section in Legacy of Darkness in the clock tower where you just sidle back and forth on ledges. Like you go across, dodging fire to flip a switch, and then you have to go back across the other way. It's not really challenging, it's just boring. Thank goodness for magnet hands. I feel like in this version, momentum carries a lot more when you jump, no pun intended. And in Legacy, they scaled it back a little bit to make it easier to judge jumps. But that could just be me. Blue skeleton, ah! Gonna let that fall. Yeah, less floaty. That's a good word for it. It looks a little tighter, and it's very easy to judge jumps in that. Versus here, where it can get a little tricky. Magnet hands save the day again. I got stuck on this level for a good day and a half because of the jumping in the camera and the floaty jumping. Whack. Whack. Get out of here. See, like, here's another section where we're gonna have to stop and just sidle across here. I thought that switch turned the last waterfall off. Oh, I did. Okay. I didn't even realize that was a setting. Oh, and there's nothing but a contract back here. How cruel. Well, now I know, and knowing is half the battle. Yeah, that's right. Now I remember. There's like some of those weird rope doors hanging in the way if you haven't done that. Whoa. Alright, camera. Cooperate. Stay straight. There we go. Players deserve it. You should force them to go through it. Looking at the menu portrait there, I do prefer the menu portraits from this game. So much better. Clock tower. Gotta really dig deep into the memory banks and remember vanilla clock tower. I don't remember. I left it to whatever the default was. Do these kids know how to default? Maybe since I'm in the clock level, a solar ray will hit my N64 and make me rocket to the top. Special one. Special weapon. Feel like half the level music has just been Castle Center. Oh no, I don't remember that being there. What? No. Wasn't supposed to happen. The credits one obviously being the superior tune. It's kind of weird. It's almost like they considered Castle Center the main theme of the game as much as it plays. But it's not really that impressive. Like there's better music in the game that could have been used. That's going to be a pain to hit. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, I like other songs better. But then again, I don't know what song you would use as the main theme unless they wrote something different, so. Okay, that's good to know. Magnet hands. Let's grab the special one. Nice parabola on that Medusa head there. I know I've got the setting that cutscenes occur regardless of daytime because I went and cleaned out what I could in the villa. Alright, I think that's everything here. I really gotta figure out that RZ start. Tower of Execution. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, hey, I just did a slope jump. I'm gonna accidentally do nitro skip or early library later. Meanwhile, in the Tower of Lag, the copper door key. Is the servant's entrance in the mansion locked by default, or does it unlock? As one of the few locked from the other side type doors in this game. Why is that? The frame rate is so low you can probably just clip through that area. Okay, servant door is locked. Okay. I was gonna say, since we have the copper door key, dang, Carrie's homing bolt is so good in this version. Money bag? Need a money bag. I don't want any dang money bags. Just go home already. Starting in the middle of the level really does kind of test your level knowledge a bit, because you kind of have to know the game well enough to know your bearings and where you need to go to get all the checks. What's up, King of Lions? Are you the king of the red lions? Are you a sentient boat? Look at that draw distance. Nice whip swing point. Hey, we're back where we started. Characters are so floaty. I can just like change directions in midair. Everything in this game is hardcore time specifically, so 30 FPS, so when the game's FPS tanks, everything slows down. Yeah, they really went all in on that 30 FPS. Hey, special one, let's go. When you're playing enemy randomizer and you get 30 blue skeletons on this stage, the game just crashes and stops drawing geometry. I saw a very interesting video on Donkey Kong 64 about there's like an item you get that adds a crosshair to your first person view, and it creates just enough lag to screw up one of the later mini games and make it harder or something like that. So when you did that mini game, you had to turn the thing off so it wasn't a run killer. Oh yeah, it is Friday. I'll actually no, it's now Saturday, so, but it was Friday, so I'll allow it. I gotta say, I'm doing all right. I started a new job a few weeks ago, so it's been stressful but good, learning new things. But I'm glad it's Friday to get a break. Oh no, I forgot you have to... Oh, I hate this level so much. That's one of those jumps that exists slowly to screw you over. That's it. That's the only reason that jump is like that. I could see several people, like especially me, playing this section multiple times and dying because by the time you get back up to it, you forget that you have to do that jump that way. let me lag things out a little more. Thank goodness the bolt there took care of that enemy inside the wall. Ha! Not this time. Bring back whip swing points. No. At least the Medusa heads in the old games tended to stay in their lane, whereas the ones in CV64 will follow you like up flights of stairs and things. Fortunately, it was worth it because we did find a special 2. We need to find our way into Castle Center. That's where the big drops are going to be, hopefully. The Tower of Shudder. Alright, I believe that is the exit. And I believe... Okay, that's just the electrified fence. I really like this version of this level. It's a shame that the only way they could think to fix the frame rate and everything was just kind of gutting it and replacing it with like a room by room level. But I like both versions. No, no. Excuse me. So the I really like the concept of this version because it's like this big climb around this big huge room. But I really like the Legacy of Darkness Tower of Execution because it feels like a very traditional Castlevania stage just in 3D, the way it's set up and the way it works. It reminds me of the torture room dungeon from, I hate this level, Castlevania 4, except with lava instead of the acid. Very similar concept. When I saw it the first time, I said, yep, what a concept. Yeah, you see me jump over that? Bzzz. No. Yeah, that was some top tier game design on Konami's part, wasn't it? It's like this game is really too short. What we need are traps that kill you instantly on a random timer. And if it's not random, we'll make it look so strangely obtuse that you'll have a hard time judging. Oh, what we got? Oh, we got Clock Tower Key 1. definitely one of the game decisions of all time. I love that satisfying boom these laser turrets make. I think that turret up there is aim hacking. Ah, yes, that's true. Thomas Dolby would be so proud of us. If only he could see us. Oh, we got a special. It's like looking at these weird tanks and just wondering, like, if Collar had made it into the final game, what this would have all, this story beat here would have been all about. That's just a theory, by the way. I don't know that 100% that the 4 towers were for the 4 characters, but it kind of matches. The silly thing is that I think it's the Castlevania wiki picked that up and somebody put that on there, that it's like a factual thing that's known. But that was just kind of a theory I floated somewhere and it popped up. It's kind of funny how the fandoms of obscure games, if you say something enough on the internet, it just kind of becomes fact. Like I came up, like I translated the character bios for Duraku Tenshi. They were never officially translated. And so with my very limited like second year Japanese skills and a translation service from 2012 or so, I went and quote unquote translated them into English, and they had all kind of weird wording and stuff. And that just kind of proliferated through the internet. Like you look on the DT wiki, some of my original crappy translations are still up there. Aliens ate the Buick. He should call that guy from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Maybe he could help him get it back. I always get my directions mixed up in this room and don't remember where to go. This guy's tank holy water hits like it's nothing. The Tower of Science key 1 has been used. Chicken. Yeah, I need to go back to Clock Tower and try out that key. I was just going to try to do as much as I could here. You probably know this thing like the back of your hand after spending months and months learning all the candle locations and all the drops. Your sacrifice is appreciated so that we all may enjoy Castlevania 64 Randomizer. We've unlocked Castle Keep. Kind of want to go there and just fight the bosses, but we'll go to the... let me save in case I plummet to my death. Let's take a look. 11, so not bad. If we could hit Castle Center and get a little lucky, we could probably get almost there. There's a lot of candles in Castle Keep, though. Who knows, we might find an item there that we need. I think we need, like, left tower key. We need, what else could we do? I know left tower key. We need the rose garden key. That would be very helpful. Oh, that's cool. It's a neat feature. You thought of everything. Alright, I gotta remember which direction to go. I do think the whole Archipelago multi-world support thing will be very cool once you get that implemented. But this is beyond amazing in and of itself. Never thought growing up that there would be something with this much love put into it for this game. Alright, let's go into Clock Tower, see what's in that room at the top, and how far we can go, and then we'll do Castle Keep. Castle Wall, what are we doing here? Ooh, piece of candy. I gotta remember how I got into. Special. Let's see what it says. It won't budge. You'll need to find 20 special 2 jewels to undo the seal. Once you undo the seal, it will bounce a ball on its nose for you. At least we're gonna be roast beefed up. I wonder what this one's gonna be. Oh, it was 100 gold. I don't know. Tower was at the end of Waterway. You're correct. Fortunately, all the stuff's turned off, so I can just go back and do that. Charlie Vincent's theme is the bad ending music. I warned you. It does not do to treat vampires lightly. Has the falling down tower circus music as his theme. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Yeah, I did leave that on default. I specifically saw that setting about bad ending. I just put these in here because I never get to fight these bosses. Oh, Renan. We barely knew ye. Oh, that's interesting. So were there a lot of like hard-coded ties to this room that trigger if you haven't like met him before? I'm not feeling quite as silly as I would like to be. I could probably slope jump off of this to get onto there. Yeah, we'll try it one time. We'll make a save state and try it. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with trying that. Ah, there we go. Got it. 3 tries. Revu. Oh, that's a long one. Revu in Zaki Landa. Nearly anything goes in Castlevania 64, except playing as Chainsaw Man, but yeah. Here we'll do this sequence break here to try to break your rando logic. See what happens. And I think these are all going to be sub-weapons, so there won't really be anything. Oh, there's one. We'll take that special one. I want the axe back. It's just too good, too much utility. Dang, you really did think of everything. Tower of Science, actrice. I considered trying the boss fight one, but I thought, no, the crystal hunt would be more interesting. Dang, the axe is so good. It just went right through it and smacked her. Nothing like a 12-year-old tossing axes at a crystal witch. This game has everything. It has that. It has skeletons on motorcycles, deadly water, spider women if you're into that kind of thing. It's got everything. Me. In my upcoming retrospective on this game, there's a lot of, I have a lot to say about Actrice and death and the fights and the cutscenes, and hopefully it brings a new perspective to all these. It's like, I don't know, every time Dracula's been resurrected, he's been killed by a maniac with a morning star. And they're like, oh, I ended up getting killed. I'm shocked. Dual tower. It is fun to do these Reinhardt levels as Carrie. As usual, Carrie just trivializes the bosses by jumping around like a crazy lady and firing bullets. Oh, you added a save point. Let's go. Quality of life features. And I saw there was some talk in the Discord of a camera select, so you could do your camera like Legacy or like this game. That would be pretty neat. Down, Cornell. Quit spamming down fierce kick. I always really liked the animation of that side of the gate bouncing off into the acid. I always thought that was really cool. Again, this music kind of works for this level. Stop, Carrie. A moon pie. There's an invisible bridge over there? Not really familiar with where Reinhardt's special stuff is. So I don't play him as much. Oh, I was way past it. It's Tiger Man, the most useless boss in the game. Henry just deletes this guy in the Forest of Silence. Ooh, we'll take that. Back at the werewolf's arena. Okay. May return to it at a future date. Go, Carrie. Go, see where this lets us go. Castle wall. No. Let's see where we can go now. You say there's 3 checks we're missing from here. Are you talking about the castle wall or the dual tower? See, we can't get to Forest of Silence. Dual tower. We may have to go back and find it. I can never remember the button combination. And then Z. That's right. Alright, how did we get to Dual Tower? Wasn't from Castle Keep. Take a look at what items we have. Archives, copper key, but we have no... Oh, that's right, I slope jump, so I'm technically not even supposed to do that. Clock tower key 1, clock tower key 3. I guess we could try clock tower. Which I believe was at the end of this level. If this game had been on a CD platform, I guarantee you they would have made it so when you go through doors, it has the little like close-up loading thing of the door opening like Resident Evil. Oh, clock tower's at their waterway. That's alright, we can get back there quickly. Waterway. Hey guys. See you guys. I think the starting at the midpoint of the level thing is good too, because in this case, like, we just need to use this as a springboard to get to another level. And because we didn't start at the very beginning, we don't have to like traipse all the way through a stage we've already cleared. That's kind of nice. Because at the point you're playing randomizer, you're probably able to beat the stage anyway, so it's not really costing you anything to just kind of get there faster. Can't get over how wacky those jumps are. Someone compared online the jumping in this game to the jumping in like the old school PlayStation 1 Tomb Raiders, which I've never played, so I don't know if that's true, but maybe I should go play those if they have jumping like this game, because I really jive with this game. Alright, there's not going to be many items in here. We'll see. Grab the roast beast. Along with the chicken. Oh, there is a special crystal over there. Whoa. Did you like that blind ledge grab there? That was completely intentional. Special weapon. Okay, apparently that's not a ledge, so yeah. I've seen Tomb Raider be played, and holy moly, the animations look extremely stiff. The movement in general. Out of all the ledges I've tried to grab onto, that was definitely one of them. Although I think we don't have the key to this door, so why don't we just grab the crystal and then get out of here. So R, Z, start. Let's see, we need one more. They won't let me. And one more we should be able to. How about... guess we can go check Dual Tower again and get those two we missed. I could have swore there were candles in the corners of these rooms as well. But maybe that's when you don't fight the bosses or something. Or they may have just added that for Legacy to make it a little easier. Oh, only in Legacy, yeah. One of many quality of life improvements that Legacy gave us. Jumping jacks while we wait. I didn't, I just left it on normal. Trying to think where I might have missed a candle. But I'll get you to show me where this is, and we'll just go ahead and check it. Who knows, we might get lucky. It's probably just going to be like red jewel or something. Watch me break the candle and it'd be like the incandescent gaze. Oops. I personally would vote for those items, even if they don't have a function yet, to be put into the item pool, just kind of like the ice traps in the Ocarina of Time randomizer and multi-worlds. You are a fool. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where the invisible platform is. Is it here? Yes. Using the power of my knowledge of slopes with rise over run, I figured it out. So, special one. Oh, wow. Sequence break to save the day. I guess like if you wanted to give effects to those, and I'm just spitballing, it's your rando. The engagement ring was supposed to make carry stronger. So perhaps if you get the engagement ring in your inventory, it makes it so that all the enemies no longer get the buff that gives them more health at night. Like with the engagement ring, you're always playing in daytime without it being daytime. That might be a cool effect for that, since it's roughly, I don't know how much % they get. What else? Incandescent gaze. Maybe that makes the targeting work correctly. Yeah, or double defense, or like some little buff that you would get. The problem with double defense is this game is pretty easy with all the items. So that would be really good if you were playing on hard mode. For sure. Alright, what we got? Can we go to forest? Yes. But I know it'd be a lot of work. I guess you could make it like an option in the rando, like engagement ring does, you know, double defense or gives daytime damage boost or whatever you wanted to do, whatever was more feasible to implement. I think either way, that would be just fine, whatever you chose, because then the engagement ring would have a purpose again. Maybe the incandescent gaze, again, just spitballing, don't know how feasible it is, could make it so that you could see inside candles without popping them. That way, like let's say you're in the dual tower and you got the two items up on the ledge there. It's like, do I want to waste time and risk falling to get them? It's like, oh, I have the incandescent gaze, so I can see it's a special 2 jewel, so I need to go up there. Because then when you saw it, it would highlight your focus for a fixed period of time. And what else? There's the potpourri. I don't know what you could do with the potpourri. It's kind of inherently tied to the stone status. I'm sure that'll be a thing one day at the rate B is discovering things. In fact, we know it already is. Look at this absolute Giga Chad with no head following me down here. What if I told you I plan to have an option to disable ledge grab until something is found? Now you're just being cruel. Although that would really test your knowledge of the game. Like, I think it's awesome. I'm convinced this section is just here to teach you how the wacky ledge grabbing mechanics work. Because most players will die there because if you jump while pressing forward, you'll overshoot that and fall to your death. But what the game seems to want you to do is jump and then press forward so you can kind of judge your momentum and just latch on. Once you figure that out, this section becomes trivial. Everyone's face is in agony and pain. My subscribers watching my new videos. Everyone's frame rate is in agony and pain. Special one was a money bag. Using this file, you can select collar. Get out of here, bamboozle skeleton. Nothing in here. The province of Wallachia. Special. A coffin, but no body. It's like one of those 3-word horror stories. A coffin, but no body. Oh, there's a key. Science! And special 2. How many special 2s do we have? So we need 6 more. If we could find Castle Center, we could probably do it. Yeah, I was surprised when this stream showed up too. Was not expecting to do a stream. I've been meaning to stream the randomizer again since so much progress has been made on it. But I just have been lazy, so I didn't. I know it's been way too long since I did regular streaming. Life has just kind of been crazy. And I really enjoy making the retrospectives and video editing and just like coming up with all kinds of wacky gags and cutaways and things that I can stuff into videos. And so that's really fun. And so kind of what I've done when I have time lately is instead of streaming, like if I want to stream, like if there's something I want to play and stream, I do. And then if it's just like I want to work on YouTube videos, like Monday becomes my work night. So I'll just go and like work on videos. And sometimes other days too, depending on the fam. But like I've spent a lot of time on this Castlevania 64 video, just recording the hours and hours of video footage and make this jump. Video footage and editing, writing nearly a 40-page script, so which is almost done. My goal is to at least get all the audio recorded this weekend so I can start stitching it together. And that's really the fun part for me, is the video editing. I really enjoy that. I'm considering a switch to a different video editor after I finish this one. I think we already got that. I may go with like try DaVinci Resolve. Since Filmora, for whatever reason, the Filmora I have seems to have a lot of trouble with like big lengthy clips. Yeah, I think I do. Might as well fight Bone Mom in the Motor Bone Boys here. Who needs... I think it's kind of funny that this game has skeletons on motorcycles, and then they used to joke about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX being card games on motorcycles, and both were like related to Konami. So it's like there's some one person at Konami that just really likes motorcycles. I'm really happy that we got the unused music for the Lizard Man boss battle. I'm glad that's back in the game now. What? Hey, how you doing? Oh, 5Ds. Yeah, okay. I lost track of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I used to be really hardcore into Yu-Gi-Oh! When it was first premiering in the US, like the, forgive me, but the 4Kids translation. I used to watch that every Saturday morning. And I kept up with that a long time because I was usually the kid in my friend circle that was, like, I stuck with stuff like that longer, like everybody else had moved on. But I was still watching 4Kids Yu-Gi-Oh! When it hit the... I don't remember what the arc was. I think it was Waking the Dragons and like the Seal of Orichalcos and all that stuff. That was the season that I watched last. I never saw the arc where like Yugi dueled the Pharaoh or any of that stuff. School of Card Games, yeah. Oh look, it's this level. Oh, we need one more to go to Castle Center. But where could it be? I think I've got everything here. Because we don't have the left tower key. No, we've gotten everything here. Do you think I got everything in Tower of Execution? Or were there like some candles down at the bottom that I missed? I don't know that level very well. We did pick up Tower of Science Key 3, but I don't think there's going to be anything in there. In Tower of Execution? Alien Race War with card games. It's actually surprising anyway that I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! So much, and it was probably because I just played the actual card game for a while. No. Well, there goes that power up. Restart, what are you talking about? Clock Tower. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, it's pretty strange that I actually got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I've never been a big fan of the whole card battler thing. Never really got into it. Like, I understand sometimes it's just a gameplay mechanic for combat's sake, but I've never liked that. Like, what was the, was it Chain of Memories, the Kingdom Hearts interquel there? I never played it because it used like the card battle system, and I never wanted to deal with that. So it's kind of strange that I liked Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is literally a series about people voluntarily solving their problems with card games. Play me in a card game, Yu-Gi boy. I don't know what the armor cards are, but I hope they're as ridiculously overpowered as the others. I know that the Seal of Orichalcos got made into a real card, but I can't imagine it's as strong as the thing in the TV show. Oh, you let me down, LiquidCat. Nothing but garbage. Your randomizer did this to me. No. I wish we could find a way to Tower of Sorcery just for the fun of it. I'm curious as to what its effect is in the actual card game. We can go back to Villa and check. I think I got most everything, but we can certainly go back and check. Let's see. Let me remember the code here. The Konami code. Villa. I don't know what Blue Eyes Synchro does either. Yes, we do not have. Let me look at our key inventory just in case. So we have Archives, which I've been to. We have the Copper Key, which I don't think I can get to. We have the Chamber Key, but no Castle Center. Clock Tower 3, but no Clock Tower 2. I believe I cleared these. I'll double check them. If I get absolutely befuddled, I might send you that. Can the spoiler log not just be opened with like Notepad or anything? There's no items hidden inside these columns here anywhere, is there? It's all just like flavor text in this version. I got the breakable crosses over there. Let's just say you won't steal a lot of souls with the Seal of Orichalcos. Steal them and send them to the Shadow Realm. I always like that meme image of the guy with the, it's like a grown man with the dual disc thing on his arm, and it's like they sent me to detention, so I sent them to the Shadow Realm. The door is locked from the other side. It is the servants' entrance. Servants really had it hard here. They had to go through the maze garden with Chainsaw Frank out there, as Music Box would say. The real seal. Alright, I'll check it out. That's kind of, I do that from time to time if I get bored and I think about Yu-Gi-Oh! I go look at all the cards from the anime and figure out what they did in the actual card game. I actually still have all my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards plus a few more I picked up years later And I had a deck that I just put a bunch of relinquished in and toon monsters. I beat some guy at school because I managed to put, I think it was Axe of Despair on Toon Dragon, and so I just directly attacked him twice, and that was it. Of course, life point totals may be different nowadays, and the game is played. I don't know. All right, everything in the foyer. I think I got most everything here. I talked to Charlie. I want to say there was a gem floating in this chair over here. I grabbed it. Oh yes, at dawn, I spied a young woman in the rose garden. Quiet, Vincent. One of the guys in my guild in SMT Imagine that used to drop by this chat sometimes, he plays the one on Steam. I don't know the name of it, but it's like Dual Links or something maybe. I see him playing that a lot. We'll double check. Seems like I only remember sub-weapons in the archives. We'll go look. Charlie, you absolute buffoon. I like how his model's just floating in the middle of that there. Well done, everyone. A beautiful vase of paintings. So how does the card collecting work? Is it just like DLC? You buy like loot box packs to get the cards? I did get the red ceiling light. I didn't get the one in here. I assume that can be busted. Oh. What are the two checks in here? I didn't know there was anything in the archives. There's a knife. One on the table and the one in the back. Probably got the one in the back because that's where the key would have been. Yeah, okay. Seems to be nothing useful here. Is Yu-Gi-Oh like Pokemon, the card game, where they basically said like some older cards, like from this issuing to this issuing, can't be played anymore? Probably 99% of the Pokemon cards I have in my collection can't be played anymore, if I had to guess, just because they're so old. Got both of these. Well, that's not too bad. Well, that's good to know that I can just run my 2004 relinquished deck. Just walk into Toys R Us or wherever the kiddos play these days. Be absolutely decimated and not even able to pull a card. I think I have everything here. thought you can't break it after you've already broken it, but I'll try. But I'm like 99% sure I broke it earlier. Yeah, there's nothing there. Quit trying to make me take that knife. Red Jewel Farm. Let's see. We had the villa. The ground waterway should be clear. Tower of Science. It's worth a try. What about that side passage back there? Ouch. Dang it. I didn't even take damage from that. There's something up there. I don't know if I got it. I don't know this level well enough to know if I'm going backwards or forwards. Said I really don't know the 64 version of this level very well. Oh yeah, there's the exit. Yes. Hey. Too bad the elevator doesn't work. Oops. No, why you do this, elevator? Oh, that's the way we came. Let's try. Ouch. Elevator doesn't work. Bad end. If I slide... I swear this game. The death sliding is the worst. Death sliding sounds like it would be an anime. Room of clocks. Get out of here, room of clocks. Nobody likes you. Dual tower. But I think you said we had everything from here. Oh, we're missing one. And where would that be? Like I said, I'm not very familiar with my Reinhardt levels, especially in this version. The were-bull. There. There, bull. There, castle. take the secret bottom path. So let me know if I go past it. Oh, okay, that path, okay. Yeah, back in the day of Yu-Gi-Oh, when it hit the scene at my school. Well, here, let me just get knocked to my death. That's great. Yeah, so when Yu-Gi-Oh hit the scene in the schoolyard, there were only 2 decks. Like, this is how long ago this was that I started. There were only like 2 starter decks you could buy. There was the Yugi deck and the Kaiba deck. I really wanted the Blue Eyes White Dragon, but I liked like Dark Magician better, I think. Or I just thought Yugi was cooler. I thought Kaiba was kind of a try-hard. So I got the Yugi deck. And then later on, when I got some more money to waste, I got the Kaiba deck just so I could get a Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then I kind of mixed the 2 together, played with that, and then eventually they released like the Joey Wheeler deck, and then the Pegasus deck I think came out next. And so I immediately picked up the Pegasus deck because I wanted Relinquished. I don't even know that I bought very many booster packs for Yu-Gi-Oh! I just would always get the starters. Oh, bad decision. All right, I'm in the secret path. Holy water. Yeah, eventually I just combined their powers into the ultimate deck, and then immediately put most of it just was Pegasus stuff. I don't remember if I traded somebody or if I bought one, but somehow I ended up with 2 Relinquished and 2, whatever the name of that card is that summons him. I ended up with like 2 sets of those. So I could beat your average schoolyard player. There was this one kid named Charles, shout-outs to Charles, who moved away, but he was the one I would always play the most with. And I remember somehow getting Acts of Despair on a Toon Dragon and just wiping him out in the gym one day. A key! The garden key! The wall trap! Ah! Good call, Liquid. I have achieved comedy. I did the thing. Hey Lois, I did the thing. I just realized that when you open that door, they modeled the red carpet that you see here so you could see it. That was a nice little touch. Well done, Konami. I think that's taken out in Legacy of Darkness to improve performance. like playing Castlevania at Vlad Tepesh's house. This should allow access to the subway system. Oh, that reminds me, the Beast N64 Challenge Duke Nukem video came out today. I need to check that out. Have you guys heard of the Beast? He's beating every single N64 game at random. It's become one of my favorite Friday routines is to go and watch this week's video. I think he's got some like 150 plus games left. Let's see. Actually, this might have been... I wonder what's in that bush. Might as well grab it. Stop. See, I think that would be a good opportunity to use the stone status effect there. He's 100%ing every N64 game? That seems like quite a commitment, but kudos to him. The only thing is it's so arbitrary because I think so few people are willing to undertake that challenge. There's not like a good list, like for example, okay, here's what's widely considered what's needed to beat this one. Oh no. I'm talking about N64 challenges. I've lost where I was going. A little meat garden. Alright, what do we get? Power up. Not what we need, but I'll take it. Useless. Useless. Useful, but useless, really. Alright, hear me out, B-Squo. If you're watching this later. Focus all your efforts on making Collar playable, and we'll recreate this scene of him running around the garden and just put it on like a 30-minute loop for YouTube. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember where Malice is. So that whole little middle of the garden area with that fence right there, I didn't know that existed for like 20 years. Like seriously, I played, he was doing Reinhardt's idle pose there. I played this as a kid and I got so lost in the maze chasing Malice, I never even saw it. I just like ran straight past it, never saw it. And then so when I played Legacy of Darkness, of course, you have to go there. And so then I saw it. And I was like, oh, they added this in Legacy. That's cool. And then years later, I played this game again, and it was there, but there's just no crest half in it. So it really screams like unused area. Watch the head turn to the right. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab these and then unlock that door. Although it doesn't get, I don't guess it matters if I unlock it at this point. Well, yeah, there's a candle in there, so why don't we do that? Oh, thank goodness we found that cure ampule. I was really getting worried. I remember buying for 30 bucks buying the Egyptian God cards, quote, Egyptian God cards off eBay. And it was just like the ones that were like the clear-coated copies that came with some Game Boy game or something as a pre-order bonus. And then years later they released the actual ones that you could actually play in the card game. Alright, so you said 4 checks in here. Here's one. I know another is the room where you exit the roast beast. And I think there's a candle back there, but there's one of them. There's one up there. There's one at the other one of these. Holy water. There's this one. Now, he teleported down those steps. There's no way. Stop. Stop. Cease. I demand you cease your attack. The bar locking the door has been lifted. So there's going to be one up there. Stop. Got an axe from one and got the... Whoa! The copper door key has been used. What's it gonna be? A special 2. So what? I think I said we needed 6, so 5 more. A healing kit. Yeah, it seems like I remember that when they finally released the playable Egyptian God cards, they weren't any good. So it's good that they gave them some stuff. I'm going to go get these in here and just see where the coffin takes us to. And then I'll come back and get those if I have to. Like, because there's a lot up here. Roast beast. Chicken. Alright, new speedrunning category. You have to find every skeleton that has this flavor text and click on it to win the game. I'll see, it paid off. We found a special one. I'm not sure a dress is supposed to work like that. Whoa. No, no, get off me. No, stop, don't. No, stop, don't. There we go. I have no idea what the Blue Eyes White Dragon jet is, but it sounds pretty ridiculous, actually. Aha! Useless duplicate key. Let me grab these and I'll check and see where we're at. Now that's a knife. Oh, Rando couldn't make this cutscene skippable. 0 out of 10. Oh, but you did get this passage to open back up, so that's nice. This is the most stubborn cutscene in the history of gaming. We're at the front end of the Forest of Silence, so grab these candles over here while we're here. Oh, it does? I thought it stayed sealed. Oh, special one, so that was worth our trip. Should be able to access everything now, I think. Look down to avoid lag. Fighting this time paradox bone mom here. Oh, a special crystal? Where'd that come from? We'll take it. The seal explosion noises are actually considered a song, in case you haven't noticed. Because of course it is. Makes perfect sense. Oh, that's right. Will you save up until this point? Do you want to continue in the game? Oh yeah, it's all coming together. See, now we're going to start getting all these cure ampules that we've been avoiding the entire run. Mandragora. We do need that. We picked up the nitro earlier. It was in the storeroom, so. Me. Look at that damage. Oh no. Thwack. Thwack. This game was only rated teen, and it has scenes of a 12-year-old getting picked up and manhandled and slammed into the ground like she's nothing. Look at the skeleton jumping across there. I certainly have not. I've pretty much given up on Final Fantasy as a series. It's just not the game I play anymore. As they should, yeah. Don't know too many people that can take a hit like that. Alright, I think we've opened up just about everything here. That bone in midair about to hit me as soon as I finish saving. Yeah, that's like a getting slammed face first into the ground by a gigantic tiger creature is like the least unrealistic thing in this game. There used to be one of the speed runs that relied on finding us like a sun or moon card in one of those. I don't remember which one it was. Okay, we must have gotten every single roast beef in the run. Candle behind the crypt. Special 2. Of Track and Field sequel. You absolute mad lad. You mean you're not waiting on Newman Athletics 3? If they put Alex Easley in the game, I'll buy it. We have, I think, 17 Special 2s. Yes, 17. You say there's a candle behind a crypt over here? I'll say we got these. First one earlier. So we gotta go back. After the first switch gate. Stop. What do you guys think's going on with the Silent Hill 2 remake? It's like the marketing behind that game has just been terrible. There's like no build up, no hype, no nothing. Just like an initial trailer and then just like radio silence on all of it. Goodness, we'll just go to Castle Center. There's so many. We got a good chance. I wonder what's in this one. $100 gold. My honest opinion, I do not think it will be bad. I just think it won't be what Silent Hill 2 was to a lot of people the first time, if that makes sense. Like, it will be just a good enough game. Storeroom key. We've already got the storeroom key. It'll just be like, hey, this is a nice third-person horror game with some psychological themes, and that'll just kind of be it. $300 gold. Roast beef, got a vanilla one. Yeah, I can't wait to play Born from a Pizza, the optional Eddie scenario that's unlocked after you beat the main game. The entire scenario just shows how Eddie found the pizza in Silent Hill. That's another thing. They've released like zero information about any of the characters. Like, we haven't seen Eddie. We saw Laura briefly, but we haven't seen what? James. Back shot of Maria. Yeah, Eddie uses a revolver too, right? Which is interesting because normally in those old Silent Hill games, you just got the pistol, the shotgun, and the rifle. Maybe the world doesn't need another Gollum game. Yeah, that's a good point. Alright, I think that's a save crystal. I don't believe there's any items here. Liquid, do both sides of the magical nitro room count as separate items, or are they both just like one item? Like, for example, if I go to the other side from the gear cog room, will that give me something different? Alright, let's record something for a little later here. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Trent here during the middle of the review. I just want to give a public service announcement about this door in Castlevania Center, Castlevania 64 Castle Center. A door nailed shut. There seems to be no way to open it. I still get emails and comments about this door to this day, wondering what's behind it. This door leads into this room here. That's all it is. I know I wish it were something more exciting, but look, a door nailed shut. There seems to be no way to open it. You come here, leave, loop right back around. A door nailed shut. There seems to be no way to open it. It's literally the same door. So yeah, as a kid, this tricked me too. As an adult, I'm like, okay, I can see that these rooms are next to each other. So whatever was here, Dracula's minions just nailed that door up so you couldn't get through, which necessitates blowing this wall open. So that's free. That won't cost you anything. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. I'm not even talking about him either. I legit will get emails to this day with people asking me about that door and if I know how to get in it. And sadly, it's just one of those things that is very mysterious to you as a kid until you become an adult and you figure out just how games work and you realize that even if that door wasn't in a place where it just led to the other side of that wall, there would still be nothing behind it because they wouldn't put that there and just make something back there with no way to get to it. Hey, the other magical nitro, let's go. It wouldn't do them any good to make something like that and just forget about it. No, actually, if you go to the other side, you fight Mew. So, just FYI, but you can't, so sorry. A key in plain sight? What you talking about, Willis? I didn't see no key. In the flamethrower? There's a key in a flamethrower? I didn't know that was a thing in the base game. Yeah. Boy, you're right. Clock Tower Key 3. I think we still need Clock Tower Key 2 though. I think that's actually our second copy of that. You mean you haven't memorized the colors of the individual keys? For shame. Thanks for pointing that out though. We'll check it off the list. Is that candle up there breakable? It looks awful high up there. Yes, it is. Clock Tower Key 2. Alright, so if this doesn't pan out, we can now go finish out Clock Tower. Let's see, but don't forget there are many guys like you all over the world. Well, I wonder what's in that coat of armor over there. Special 1. We need 2s at this point. Was it off by default? If so, I definitely didn't turn it on because this room sucks. I hate this room. Okay, good. So we don't have to deal with that bull crap. I always like how the windows in this room had trees. Like you could just see the tops of the trees on them as to signify you're like really high up in the castle now. I always thought that was neat. I wonder what this is. Purifying. Alright, let's see. Gotta remember where my candles are in here. I'm getting candles I haven't gotten in like 30 playthroughs, so. Special 1, we need special 2. Special 1, no. There we go. There's one. And this basement is a true treasure trove. Have you ever wanted to see a 12-year-old girl be stabbed and survive? Oh, I think that's a special too, is it not? Special 2. I've outlasted the best. I've now strong Street Fighter in the world. Come on, baby. Nope. I think that's a special 1. How many do we have? Oh, we need 1 more. It'll probably be in the last place we look. Alright, you're going to have to help me with the checks in here because this room is kind of iffy. Special 1. What do we got? Are they also all around the world? A device you have never seen before. What is its purpose? That is a key up there, so we definitely want to get on the blimp. Yeah, this run is about to be like the Hindenburg, that's for sure. When we make it to Castle Keep and the game crashes. The left tower key, it was here all along. Well, now we have a little direction if this doesn't pan out. Oh, it did. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I get to go to bed before 3 a.m. That's what I'm talking about. Castle Keep. Somebody call tag team because whoop, there it is. Let's save in case we do something stupid. Like get one shot by a nuclear centipede dragon. I like how he's got the regular boss battle music. I want to say they fixed the camera angle in this fight in Legacy as well to make it more user-friendly. Next version of this, the nailed up door. If you check the nailed up door, it gives you the incandescent gaze. Because you kept gazing on that door and wondering. Urgh. I figured he would have teleported again there. That's strange. Anyway. Music doesn't really fit, does it? No, Renan. No. We actually toasted him earlier, thankfully. Stupid, sexy Dracula. Ooh, I got the double hit. This fight is sadly underwhelming. I've always thought they could have done better with this. here. Let's use one of our 14 roast beefs here. Science! Charlie Vincent blinded me with science. So I think the music for the final boss fight is the music for the final boss dying. Fitting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Power wave. Cannot be used. Check out that sick damage. Whoa. Oh no, 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 save. Ow. This soundtrack that's playing, the bells give it an almost like Perfect Dark type feeling with the ooh that the Rareware boys were fond of using during the production of that game. As a kid, I pretty much just ran circles around this guy firing bolts until enough of them finally hit to kill him. Oh no. In the words of Peppy Hare, just shoot it, Carrie. Come on. What was that stretch? He did kind of like a... like he was flexing on me or something there. Flex on this. You've got a lot to learn before you beat me. Try again, Dracula. So that was... I don't have the stream time pulled up. Let me skip ahead to live. Yeah, that was a fun one. Not too hard, not too bad. Castle Center really is the treasure trove of the run, I think. It's just so big and there's so many candles. But, you know, there's a lot of other stages that once you get to playing them, they are really big. And they have lots of candles in them. Especially that one room on Tower of Science. It's got like 3 in a row. I'm going to have to pull the spoiler log up and see just kind of where some of the other fun stuff was. Where is it? Archipelago. Output, spoiler. Yeah, I have no problem with that because I didn't want to be here till 3 a.m. 3 a.m. doing this. Sorry, too late. So just for everybody's fun and amusement or whatever, I may post the seed settings and the seed number in the chat, but we'll go over it right quick. So the filling algorithm was set to balance one player. Plando option was bosses. We had character stages set to both. Stage shuffle, yes. Warp on. Subweapon shuffle, yes. Extra keys was set to chance. 2 jewels per warp. Total special 1 jewels was 25. Dracula's condition was specials. Special 2 jewels required was 20. Total special 2 jewels was 25. Bosses required was 15. Carry logic, no. Hard logic, no. Lizard man generator items, no. Renan fight, always. Vincent fight, always. Bad ending, never. Increase item limit, yes. Nerf healing items, no. Loading zone heals, yes. Disable time skip requirements, yes. Skip waterway, yes. Background music was random. Map lighting was normal. No death link. No progression balancing. Accessibility was set to items. Local, not. Start inventory, start hints, start location hints. Excluded locations, priority locations, and item links were all 0. The stage order was Villa, Waterway, Forest, Clock Tower, Tunnel, Castle Center, Room of Clocks, Dual Tower, Tower of Execution, Tower of Science, Castle Wall, Tower of Sorcery, Castle Keep. Our warps were, of course, Villa, Waterway, Science, Execution, Keep, Wall, Science, and Castle Center. And I will just post the where everything was because I'm not going to read through that. Really too long. I think we unlocked just about everything though. I don't know if cool is the word I would use for that. Also, this music for the ending doesn't match at all. Oh, I can tell that LiquidCat is a true cultured Castlevania fan because they wrote Henrik Meyer in the spoiler log data, and only a deep Castlevania lore fan would know who Henrik Meyer is. You heard it here, folks. Henrik Meyer. You gotta know him. Also, I believe the scientist that turned him into the Lizard Man had a name as well in the strategy guide, which presumably would have been the guy that created Collar, if you ask me. But that's just a theory. Lost music. Oh no, it's a grave. Ah! Carrie's like, well, alright, that was depressing. Same ending music. Well, that was fun. That's a good randomizer. It's definitely a new way to play, which is what this game needs, is more ways to play it and more people to play it, because it's truly underappreciated gem. So shout outs to LiquidCat again for doing that. Let me see if I can't get an invite to, I don't know how long this will last. I am not an admin in the Castlevania Speedrun Discord. But if you want to find more information out for yourself about how to play this, you can check the Discord below. I think I can post directly to Liquid's Discord here. Or not Discord, but GitHub. YouTube is kind of picky about GitHub links. We'll see if it lets me do it. It did. Okay, that's great. So you can check there, so you can look into that, figure out how to generate your own link. I recommend you play it. There's some other modes besides the Crystal Hunt. Check those out. You'll like them. Anyway, it's way past my bedtime, so I'm going to go sleep now. But thanks for hanging out with me on this late night session of Castlevania Rando. Hopefully this will tide you over until my next retrospective on this very game comes out. Hopefully in the coming next week or two we'll get that up there. But have a good night, guys. I appreciate you as always. See ya.